Alright, welcome back to another video. So in this video, we're going to be talking about what is the highest score possible in Wii Sports Tennis. So I'm going to be going over some different things. The first one is that this is pretty much what a common point at the higher level looks like. It takes a little bit. Also, I'm going to be going over some tips and tricks to help you guys get to the top score. I'm going to go over how the scoring actually works and what is the most effective strategy for getting to the top level. I'm going to go over the math and why the top score is that it is the top score. Going to be going over some gameplay to get to the last point of the actual max score. So stay tuned until the end of the video and you'll be able to see that happen. A few of the most basic shots I'm going to be explaining in the next clip. We're not going to go over them too much in depth, but they're good to know and what they actually are and what they can be used for. So first up, we're going to have the serve, and then we're going to have the forehand. This is straight into the backhand. Then we're going to have a backhand volley and a forehand volley. The most important out of all of these is the serve. So as you're going to see, you want to hit it right at the peak, and that'll give you a power serve. It's right when the ball is not moving. So now I'm going to be jumping in and talking a little bit about the scoring. So you can play 3 different types of game modes. You can do the best of 5, you can do the best of 3, or you can do the single game. And how this is going to work is that there are going to be individual points in the game. So it goes love, 15, 30, 40 game, and to get the most points scored, you're gonna want to win game to love, and anything after that, so say you win game to 15 or game to 30, or even if it goes to a deuce, which is 40 all, you're gonna want to win with game to love, which gives you the most points, because anything after that you're gonna have significantly less points. So just try to do that, and hopefully it helps with all of your games. So here's going to be an example of that. After winning this game, a single game, I only got around, 71 points, but I also got the pro status, which is above 1,000 points. I'm going to be showing you guys some tips and tricks, and I'm going to show you guys a few games of me actually putting those into action, and I'm going to commentate over them, and hopefully it'll be a little bit helpful in understanding what Wii Sports Tennis is all about. So for this point, you really want to try to control the pace of the game. So as you can see, you got a diving shot there, was able to get it off on a second bounce. On this one, I'm going to try to pull him into the corner with a nice forehand there, and it leaves the other side of the court wide open. So really trying to control where your opponent wants to go is very, very helpful. For this point, as you can see, it's just going on forever. You can actually tire the opponents out, and they're more likely to make a mistake. So after a while, they give me a nice free shot, and I'm able to put it away into the corner. And they can also make mistakes like that. If I hit a ball out, they're also likely to hit it on their own as well. So after all of these games, I was able to win most of them by 40 love, which is the most points, and get to 1999, which is almost 2,000. I've played 162 games of Wii Sports Tennis, all to get to that final max score, and I've plotted every single point that I've made along the way, and I've put it into a nice visual representation, and I hope it is helpful for all of you guys. Here's a nice visual representation of all the games I've played, which is around a little bit over 160. So in the beginning, it starts out very smoothly, and I'm going, and as you can see near the top, it starts to slow down by quite a lot. We're never going to hit that 2,400 mark, and we're actually going to be 1 point below it. So what this graph is actually going to look similar to is, say, this equation right here. So we have x equals, let's just say y over y minus 2,400, and we'll assume 2,400 is the asymptote that we're approaching with Wii Sports in the tennis category. So if we turn this on, it's going to look like here. Say the x value here, which we're at 33 right now, is the number of games, and the y value to the right of that is the skill points we're at. So say we've played 107 games, and we're at 2,377. As we continue along playing more games, and we keep going, we're never going to actually reach that 2,400 mark, but we're going to get closer and closer. Eventually, we're able to get to that 2,399, but we will never actually reach that 2,400, and again, this graph is a little bit off, and the reason we will not reach that 2,400 is because if you look at this over here, we have x equals 2,400 over 0, or you could think of that as 2,400 minus 2,400, which is the same as this graph up here. Plugging in 2,400 for y. So as you can see, it's undefined. And the reason it's undefined is because you cannot divide anything by 0. So if you have anything divided by 0, it's going to be undefined. And so that is why we have an asymptote at this value right here. It will never actually reach 2,400. I'm going to stop stalling, and I'll show you guys some of the games that it took me just to get to 1 point of that 2,399 mark. And I'm going to jump right into it, and hopefully this little montage is enjoyable. thank you guys for watching, and if you enjoy content like this, let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, if you're wanting to try the challenge out for yourself, go ahead and give it a shot. Maybe you can even get that infamous 2400. I highly doubt it though, just based on some facts. But you can never know, and I would like to see if anyone's able to do it. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.